can't tell the truth. I pick this fact and I lie, and I got a whole series of lectures yelled at. They walk out of the room. They do scowls. They start yawning. I mean, the bad behavior went on, Sean, and they just would not accept that I figured it out myself, which is connecting the dots. It's what I do professionally. It's my job.
You are not denying that when you handed over all your computers and in the 40-plus hours that you were testifying, who were the specific people that were interviewing you, interrogating you, whatever phrase you would prefer to use?
Probably, this was this inquisition. Okay, let's use the most extreme term you can. The three were Jeannie Rhee.
Oh, Jeannie Rhee. Wait. She's the one that actually was a lawyer for the Clinton Foundation, correct?
Correct.
Oh, that one. Okay. Who else?
And then Aaron Zalewski, and he was a prosecutor under Rosenstein, I believe, Rochester or some city. I'm not sure where, but under Rosenstein. He was a assistant U.S. attorney. And then the third one was Andrew Goldstein, who was head of the corruption division under Brett Bahara in the Southern District of New York. And about between 6 to 9 different FBI agents. So it would be me and my attorney, David Gray, and we'd be facing the three prosecutors and all these FBI agents in a closed-in room, some building unmarked for the FBI in southeast Washington, for hour after hour after hour of grilling.
Now, you do admit that in the course of this 40-hour period that you didn't remember things, and as a result, they think you're lying. And you were quoted as saying that I was amending my testimony a number of times because you made mistakes. Okay.
That's correct. I did that all the time.
Okay. Explain how you didn't remember what jarred your memory.
Well, first of all, what they do is they would ask you a question, and I'd give them an explanation. They say, well, but what about this email? It contradicts what you said. I said, well, why don't you show me that first? So I could, no, we don't want to lead you to, you got to remember it. And if you don't remember, just say, you don't remember. So I said, I don't remember. So it's impossible you don't remember this. So it was constantly being sniped, undercut, because they had something in there. They had this 8-inch binder of all my materials, emails, things I've written, who knows what else. They wouldn't show it to me. And then detailed, what did this person say to you on this day? So I'm not a human tape recorder. You can't punch a button, and I'm going to go back and tell you exactly what the person said on a specific date 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And the point is, I guess, because, and a lot of this comes up, listen, Jerome, and I'm being very blunt and honest here. I can give you Ronald Reagan's success chapter and verse. I can give you Obama's failures chapters and verse. I can talk about everything related Clinton chapter and verse, and George Bush and all things that we've been discussing. If you ask me who I had on my show a week ago, I won't remember. I honestly, did I text this a week ago? I guess. Let me see it. I would not remember. That's not how my brain works, to be very blunt. And when you would make these amendments, did they call you a liar?
Yes, they did. I was a liar. And then when they showed it to me, I said, well, this is what I think. I said, now you're reconstructing, and now you're telling us a story. He said, Dr. Corsi, we're tired of your narratives. Don't make up another. Tell us how can I tell you what it is without trying to explain it? And they said, well, did you just invent that? Is it an invention? Is it a reconstruction? Is it an actual memory? I said, you guys got me so confused, I don't even know where I am right now.
August 21st, there was a tweet, trust me, it will soon, the Podesta's time in a barrel. Weeks later, emails stolen from Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta, were put out. If you had nothing to do with any coordination, any conspiracy, any hacking, I'm not seeing any underlying crime here for you, except that you cooperated as best you could. Did you have the option of saying, no, I'm not talking?
Yes, you could say that. Then they put you in front of the grand jury,
and
they ask you the same questions, and you have to answer. And now they've got you on transcript, And it's much harder to take that back if you do make the mistakes. I knew I was going to be making mistakes over and over and over again. And I probably made a mistake to think I was trying to be a good citizen and help these people. So I handed over everything. I just didn't realize that they were out to trap me. They were out to make me feel like I was going to go to prison the rest of my life. And they do this in the first meeting.
When you said you constructed and what you testified to, that you believed you were creating a cover story for Roger because Roger wanted to explain this particular tweet that we're talking about and another tweet, what did you mean by, that you wanted to create a cover story? Because that sounds nefarious.
Well, it does. And first of all, this is my recollection of what I was doing. It's very ordinary in politics to provide an alternative explanation. I mean, I say I was trained in public relations by Edward Bernays, who was the father of public relations. So, Sean, to give you an example, British Petroleum, which has been looking for petroleum resources around the world for maybe 100 years, gets a public relations expert. Now they're BP, and they say that's beyond petroleum. Well, maybe 1 or 2% of BP's business is solar. I don't know the exact percentage, but BP is no more beyond petroleum than the Long John Silver is beyond booty. I mean, they're still going after petroleum all over the world. So is that a cover story? Is it a lie? It's pretty much what's done normally in politics. And I was repositioning, in my mind, I was saying it was Podesta's involvement in Russia, which had become an issue. Now, what Roger thought, and Roger has a very different view of it, that's Roger's view. And I don't dispute Roger's view. My idea of what I was doing might have been wrong.
All right, let's hold it right there. We're going to take our time with this because I think this is too important, especially in light of this frenetic, almost like bizarre, strange level of activity. I believe that Robert Mueller now, the person I was warning everybody about from the get-go, we're now seeing his true colors. And there's an anger that they don't have collusion. And that led in part to, I guess they think, well, Michael Cohen was negotiating a Trump Tower deal longer than they said that they had originally said it. Okay, is any of that illegal? Any of it? And it never materialized. And maybe it went on longer. He wasn't the president. He wasn't even close. At that point in time, they were just beginning this Russia witch hunt. Listen, I've been telling you about my pillow. I honestly